Every nurse who cared for a man in a coma for more than 3 years began to become pregnant one after another, leaving the supervising doctor completely baffled. But when he secretly installed a hidden camera inside the patient's room to find out what was really happening in his absence, what he saw made him call the police in a panic. At first, Dr. Arjun Mehra thought it was just a coincidence. Nurses were getting pregnant all the time. Hospitals were places where life and death coexisted, and people sought comfort wherever they could. But when the second nurse assigned to Rohan Deshmukh announced her pregnancy, and then the third, Arjun's rational scientific worldview began to crack. Rohan had been in a coma for over 3 years. He was 29 and had been a firefighter. He had fallen from a burning building while trying to rescue a child during a massive fire in Mumbai. Since that night, he had remained completely unconscious, connected to machines, immobile in room 412C of Sanjeevani Memorial Hospital. Every year, near Diwali, his family sent marigolds and incense. The nurses remarked on how peaceful he looked, almost serene. No one expected anything more than silence. Until the pattern began. Every nurse who became pregnant had worked long night shifts with Rohan. All of them worked through the early hours of the morning. All had spent countless hours inside room 412C, and all of them said exactly the same thing. They had not been intimate with anyone outside the hospital who could explain the pregnancy. Some were married, others were single. All were equally confused, embarrassed, and terrified. Rumors spread through the hospital corridors. Some spoke of hormonal reactions. Others whispered about chemical contamination. A few even hinted at supernatural causes. But Dr. Mehra, the neurologist responsible for the case, could find no medical explanation. All the tests showed the same thing. Stable vital signs, minimal brain activity, no physical movement. When the fifth nurse, Ananya Rios, arrived at his office in tears, holding a positive pregnancy test and swearing she hadn't been with anyone in months, Arjun accepted that something truly inexplicable was happening. Under pressure from the hospital board and fearing a scandal, he decided to act. One Friday night, after the last shift ended, he entered room 412C alone and discreetly placed a hidden camera inside a ventilation grate, aimed directly at the patient's bed. As he left, he felt a deep chill, as if he had opened a door that should never have been touched.